You can't build a PC on Temu, but you sure as heck can upgrade your PC with some sketchy parts.
We spent $200 on Temu with a bunch of stuff that can go inside a gaming PC, and this poor gaming PC is gonna be testing all of these in today's video to determine if any of them are worth buying. Before we dive into that, let's hear a word from today's sponsor.
Quick question for you. When your power goes out, are you stuck eating deli meat from a dead fridge when you'd rather microwave some ramen? Praying for your power that'll come back before your phone dies or your laptop loses charge. That's a thing of the past with today's sponsor, Anker. Anker has a whole host of portable power banks, solar panels, and extension batteries to keep you charged wherever and whenever you need. The unit I keep at home is the Anker Solix C1000, as it can power up to 11 devices at once with a built-in surge protector. Now you may be thinking that a bank like this, it would surely take forever to charge, but the Anker Solix C1000 can go from 0 to 100 in just 58 minutes, an entire battery bank filled in less time than it takes to charge some phones. Even with that fast charge speed, the battery is still rated for a 10-year lifespan, though if you're worried about having enough juice, then you can get an expandable battery doubling your power capacity. You'll be able to crank up to 1800 watts with the option of doing 2400 watts with their built-in surge pad technology. So if you're looking for a way to power up your life, then head on over to Anker's website. Check out the Solix C1000 and its expandable battery. Thanks again to Anker for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back into it.
So we got a test bench over here, and as you can see, it doesn't have a graphics card because it's literally we actually need a graphics card. This doesn't even have any graphics.
Well, what if I told you there's a graphics card in this bag?
Oh, I see it.
So yeah, what we're gonna do here, and I think it'd be funny, is I'm just gonna open up the bag and you're gonna close your eyes and grab something, because we have spent $200 on a bunch of random items from Temu, and they are used to upgrade the computer or just, well, they're computer stuff. So put your hand in the bag, reach in there and grab something. All right, what do we have here?
I thought this was sleeve cables because it felt like it, but it's actually, is this a support bracket? It's a GT8 graphics card holder. That's cool, man. It's actually like somewhat of a name brand company. We've used them before. I like how the company information is like
they just scrolled out. They said no, thank you. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. This thing was $14.34 off of Temu. Not an amazing price, I'll be honest.
Not for something like this. It's kind of like one of those weird accessories that like you almost feel like should be borderline free.
Borderline free. We don't have a GPU to support it with at the moment, but we can at least install it and show you guys what the RGB looks like. I mean, that's the main test here.
Yeah, it's just RGB.
Just RGB. Do you have a header on the board?
Oh, I bet we do. Plug that in there.
It's solid. It's aluminum, so definitely gonna support your 4090s, guys.
Material solid.
Material solid. So let's see what we got. Hey, that's pretty cool. It's got like that almost like Trident Z Royal like crystal look to it.
It does, yeah. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, they called it scale crystals or something.
Scalable?
Yeah, they're scalable. You can change the size, but actually feels very rigid. I mean, it's pretty long, so obviously you need to make sure your GPU is a very long 3-fan GPU, or else it's gonna look kind of dumb, because if the card stops here, it's just not gonna look right.
And just like our setup reviews, I feel like we need to have a scale here of the quality and value of the product. We're gonna combine that into one score. We're gonna do it out of 10. What would you say is your score for this product?
You know, now that I've seen it, and based on the price, I'm gonna give it like a 7.
7? I'm gonna give it I'm gonna do a 7.2. It's cool. We don't normally go out of our way for GPU support brackets unless, I don't know, do we ever go out of our way to get GPU support brackets?
We get them for free from companies all the time.
Yes.
I think there's still some sitting over in our bins, so I would say no, but some of the companies that sell the brackets, like the name brand company, for example, they might be like $30 to $40, so this isn't too bad.
So yeah, 7.2. Let's move on to the next product.
Next product.
We need to keep everything plugged up as much as we can, so it just starts filling up with random Temu products. I'm opening the bag again. Uh-oh, we have a perfect candidate for our support bracket.
So this is a graphics card that's born for efficiency.
You've been born for efficiency?
That's it. It's literally just born for efficiency. It's made in China. GT730 DDR3 4 gig. I didn't know they had 4 gig ones. That's kind of cool.
I didn't know either. We planned this video a little while ago, and Temu takes a while for stuff to show up. There are more graphics cards on Temu now, and there will be a benchmark video on one soon, but this one right here was the most expensive graphics card at the time on Temu, and it was $74.
To give you guys an idea, we buy 730 like OEMs. They're not nearly as pretty as this one, and they're 2 gig cards, and I think we pay $20 on eBay.
20 bucks. Yep, so, not great. 730 is not that good for gaming, but we'll show you guys what it can do.
I feel like it's time to use that support bracket.
Oh yes, okay, so we got to actually install the support bracket now. I'm already missing a screw. By the way, guys, this test bench is going to be retired, so this is the best way to send off this test bench, you know? We just built a shiny one. It's actually sitting on the floor right there, so next GPU benchmark video, keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, I love this. Step number 2 is make sure the golden finger of the graphics card is fully mounted.
The golden
we see that
finger.
a lot.
The golden finger.
I think it's their way of saying traces. You know, it's like fingers.
Maybe
for
that
some
makes
reason.
sense. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but I'm gonna go with it. You know, this GPU is definitely the GPU that needs a support bracket. Don't you think, Jonah?
Yeah, it's struggling with that.
It's sagging, bro.
It's sagging so hard.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, so it does not go over far enough to actually. Oh no. Okay, you know
You
what?
almost
Forget
need
it.
to like maybe
Oh boy.
bend a little bit. It's beautiful.
Sheesh.
It almost looks, it gives the illusion that there's a nice card in there.
Well, the GPU support bracket was easy to test. Graphics card, we gotta at least play one game on it and see what it can do. So let's grab our monitor and see what happens. We were in CS2. No! Video scheduler internal error!
What does that mean? Wait, you're the video scheduler.
I'm the video scheduler. Oh no! I will say it wasn't taking NVIDIA drivers for a second, and then we did the Windows drivers, and this happened.
So maybe it just needed like a
It needed
restart
a
or
blue
something.
screen restart. It's just natural. It's just the way of society, you know.
So it's what we tell people when we sell a PC, let it blue screen a few times and you're good, okay?
And then ask Jonah about it in Discord. Discord.gg/ToastyBros. Link
He's an
down
admin.
below.
He's an admin, you'll find him, his name's Red.
Okay. Look at that. Look at that toast icon. You
I
know,
just want to play CS competitively.
take two to show you guys. Okay. All right. Okay. It takes
just
forever to
looks
hook
glitchy.
afterburn. All right. Just get in. At this point, I don't even care. Just get into a game. Oh, it's back though. Here you go.
61 millisecond? Brother, it's playable?
Hold up.
Man, the milliseconds is definitely insane. Oh my god, but it won't stop me.
No, it stopped
It
you.
has stopped me. I just want to say, I did get my op kill as soon as I joined in. This is the future.
So let's continue our rating scale out of 10.
There's something wrong with this thing.
There's something wrong with it, and I gotta give it a 0.
1, because
It
it's a
turned on.
graphics card. It turns on.
I give it a Temu out of 10.
A Temu out of 10. A Temu out of 10. Let's go back into the bag of tricks.
What's to say?
Nothing,
Well, let's just let's put this thing out of its misery. You know what, Jonah, hand me the camera. You're gonna pick out of this bag. All
Sweet.
right, here we go.
Ooh, you gotta close your eyes though.
All right, what we got
that?
there?
It's a PCIe host card. Let's see what we got.
Oh, so this is a
Oh, it's a USB expansion.
Okay. Yeah, check this out.
What do they call it though? PCIe host card
Host
USB
card.
3.x.
Wow, this is some high level stuff. USB 3.2 all across the board? Okay.
Wow,
Okay,
20
Temu.
gigabytes per second? Is this real?
Well, you know what? We're gonna find out if it's real. Here you go, Jonah. Let's trade.
Do we have anything capable of these speeds to transfer files with?
No, I just want to know. Like, okay, so I will say, if you guys watch our Twitch streams, twitch.tv/ToastyBros, we have a bit of an issue with our streaming setup where I run out of USB ports on my computer because we have multiple webcams, multiple mics, stuff like that all plugged up. So I've gotten these things before, but I will say the ones that have actually worked have come with some sort of extra power to make them work. This has nothing. This is just plugged straight into the PCI 4X slot, and we're gonna see if it can handle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 USB 3.2s. Really all we can do is like get something to transfer a file to, I guess. And
We might have to move our little sag bracket.
oh no, oh no. Why are you putting that in? I'm gonna verify the price of this thing.
Suffocate our graphics card. I'm gonna turn off the power too. It's a little freaky. Oh wait, I can reinstall our sag bracket. This is gonna look sick. Dude, we're double PCI laning it up. Dude, this is crazy.
I do have the price of this, by the way. We paid a whopping $16 for this. Well, if I just pull that
All right,
one.
Matt's gonna find a super fast
I was gonna say, what if I just pulled out that
SSD, like a
HDMI
portable
connection?
SSD that'll probably be like Gen 3.2, and we'll try to transfer some footage off that and see what happens.
Plug this up. This is a USB 3 SD card reader with one of our SD cards. And I guess we're just gonna see if it works and if we could transfer stuff to the desktop nice and quick. Do the one above it. That one's 17 gigs. Let's really stress it.
16.5 gigs. Here we go.
Transfer.
Straight to the desktop, NVMe SSD. Okay.
That's kind of capping for the, what's it called? For the SD card reader. Is it holding steady?
It's holding. Yeah.
I'm gonna plug stuff up to it. While we go. I need more USB devices.
That was weird. We had a big dip.
Hold up. We got our flash drive.
All right. We're like only ever so slightly lower.
I'm curious if it has the bandwidth. It's really getting bogged down right now with multiple things plugged in.
I'm curious. Let's see if our.
It was coming back.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, that's moving now.
It's like a big wave.
Oh wow, look, our SSD is. At
Oh, our
100%.
SSD's the bottleneck right now. Let's freaking go.
What?
So,
That's crazy.
do we find a beautiful creation from Temu? 16 bucks. These things always scare me though. Like they kind of do. I've had issues where like stuff like shorts ever so often with one of these, but so far in our initial testing, Pretty good. I give this 8 out of 10 Temus.
Yeah, for the price and everything, I'll agree, 8 out of 10.
Next product.
All right, the next for real product. Oh, guys, what are these again? Nocturn ATX 24-pin adapter. So this is something that I didn't know existed until the last time we did a similar video to this. This basically takes your 24-pin at a right angle and then adapts it to the motherboard, and you get like this cool RGB action. And when I say cool, I mean cool with quotations around it.
Cool with quotations. This one.
Oh, we still have one in there.
Yeah, we still got one in there. You see the other one? That's what that one looks like. It wasn't enough RGB for me. This one has more RGB, and this one was. Take a guess, Jonah. How much do you think this beautiful piece of tech is?
$5.
$10.
Dang.
$10. That means we gotta turn this bad boy off.
That could have got you an A-tier power supply, man. I guess the only thing you have to kind of hope for is that your the latch is on the right side. Otherwise, imagine trying to unlatch it against the RAM.
All right, well, I kind of know what to expect here, but I always wonder sometimes if something bad's gonna happen when we use these things. Okay, I think that one looks a little cooler than the other one.
Yeah.
But
This is like some streamer cable. Imagine having a streamer cable hooked up to that.
yeah, this is kind of like the budget, like extra RGB, and it does have the ARGB header, so you could sync it up. If you're just an RGB crazy person and want to spend $10 on Temu to make your PC better, it does what it's supposed to. But I don't really think it's an essential. It really doesn't help that much. So I'm gonna go 7 out of 10 Temus.
I'm gonna go 8. Does what it needs to do.
It posts. We got that going for us. All right, I'm gonna reach into my own bag of tricks. Oh, this one's legendary. Jonah is a photographer over here.
Oh, yeah.
You know about Kodak?
Oh, yeah.
Kodak makes SSDs now.
Oh.
There you go, a Kodak SSD. Yeah, it's very weird that a company like Kodak will make SSDs and sell them on Temu of all places.
I guess it doesn't make sense though. Kodak's been doing storage
Storage.
for a long time.
This one was a Gen 4, by the way. I don't know if it says it on the packaging. So it's a 1 terabyte Gen 4 SSD. It was $54. Really good. I mean, I bought this about a month ago and prices have just gone up. So this was a good investment at the time. So about testing it.
Take the graphics card out and put it there if we want it to just be a secondary.
Yeah, we could do that, I guess. All right, power off. Papa Molly, I'm sweating. I keep a Glock and chalky milk in my fridge. We work in some hard conditions, guys. Okay, and we are fire. All right, so we have our 17 gig file. 17 gigs, oh, almost 17 gigs.
16.5.
And we're gonna transfer it from one Gen 4 to another Gen 4. How fast is it gonna be? Zam!
No wonder we couldn't see the other one. Dude, look, we're hitting, that's crazy.
I would say, yeah, gigabits per second. Crazy!
Woo!
Look at that go, look at that go.
Gen 4 to Gen 4, baby.
So yeah,
That shit's real.
that's real. That's a real Gen 4 drive, and for the price, it's actually incredibly competitive right now. No idea if it's still that price now, but at that price point, I give it 10 out of 10 Temu Stars.
For it being Temu, I gotta go 10 out of 10 pretty much. That's pretty cool. And also shout out to Kodak for making NVMEs. Whoa.
Oh boy.
Whoa, look at the dent. This is a high performance CPU cooler. It is low noise, it is quiet fan, it can handle up to 65 watts. Isn't there a 5700X in that thing?
Yep.
Oh my god, it doesn't even, I think it has to be mounted on stock.
Does it not support AM4? Because I remember getting it saying it does support AM4.
I mean, the box is AM3, FM1. So we're in the PC Bros, one of the test areas, and we actually found an AM5 test bench back here. So that's a 7600X, I believe, which I would never, actually it's probably a normal 7600 non-X.
Yes.
And I still would not pair that with this, but it did just have a little AMD Cooler Master style stock cooler on it. So let's see if this actually works.
We have OCCT installed, and we're going to see what this 7600 non-X can do.
And
with,
the ambient temp though is already kind of warm.
yeah, with this $8 cooler. It's hit start, and let's go.
Maybe this cooler is actually goated with the sauce.
Let's see, because clock speed, we're at 4.5 right now. It's been going down slowly. 95.05 was the max. So just for sanity check, we're gonna put a stock cooler on here and see if it does the same. If it does the same, then hey, this thing is basically a stock cooler for $8. If not, well,
it sucks.
It sucks. All right, running it with the stock cooler. Let's go. All right, guys, so we ended up with a max of 9496, which is technically lower, but also one thing to account for, and we didn't really get to show it during the benchmark, was this thing was running at like 85 watts versus the 65 I'm actually show.
Yeah.
Yeah, max it went to 89 watts.
Before it was like downclocking to like 62, 63.
Yeah, so we were definitely getting the max performance, even though it was running hotter. These things, again, will go that high safely if it runs at higher clock speeds. So stock cooler is definitely
Way better.
This, I just don't get this, so don't buy this from Temu. Just don't do this.
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10 just because it's so cheap and it's RGB.
Okay, so I already see what's in here. RGB Fan, the G Partners V120 RGB Fan. You want to open that up while I get some information about it? So it's supposed to be a mirror, infinity mirror fan. It's a trend we've seen a lot recently.
Okay, so we take that off. We get a nice little
so
shiny
thick.
effect. Yeah, it is very thick. Like they have like little, man, they give us, I feel like this is a lot of cable. Like let me undo this real quick. This is long. Where are you plugging this thing into? All right, so we're gonna need a 3-pin RGB header, which we definitely have, and then a fan header, which I clearly showed we just have.
7,000 people have bought this, by the way.
Oh, really?
7,000 sold. It comes in black or white. But do you want to know how much this one fan is?
Is it cheap or expensive?
Honestly, let me think about it. Compared to like a V-True, it's probably on par. It's pretty on par with the V-True, I think.
So maybe like $7?
It's like 10 bucks a fan. Because
Okay.
isn't like a V-True pack like 30 or something for 3?
Yeah, 30 for 3 with the controller.
So it comes with the controller though, so that's not really great, but this is just ARGB. And Jackson's like, we're just gonna do this live, buddy.
Oh, dude, I'm not scared of nothing. All right.
Let's go, baby. Okay, so it has,
Oh yeah, I see the infinity.
can you see it on
Oh,
camera?
look up here too.
It's kind of a cool fan. It's not bad for ARGB with the cables and everything. Not too shabby.
I like the shroud of it. Like it's really thick. It definitely looks cheap. I mean, like it's very plasticky, but like these, I'm just imagining like, you know, like something like this. It would look pretty cool. Imagine like an O11
yeah.
dynamic
I
or
think
height.
it'd be really cool for the top mounted. So I think it's a very versatile fan, and I think at like 30 bucks for 3, placed on light, yeah, that would look kind of cool. I can see it. I can see
like
the vision.
that.
What do you think, Jonah?
Overall I like the design, but this part, yeah, this part right here is pretty cheap.
Yeah, this looks mad cheap.
Yeah. This is a 7. This is a 7. All right.
I'm going 7.5.
7.5 for this. 7. I like it. And we have one more product in the bag. A $1 tube of thermal paste.
Oh God.
$1 tube of thermal paste.
That.
So we got a little vat of thermal paste, and I'm thinking now we're gonna test this, is we'll run a little stress test on here with the thermal paste right now, kind of get an idea, and then swap it for the Thermal Grease HY510.
So right now we are using a 240 ml liquid cooler that has had thermal paste reapplied not too long ago. We probably used like Arctic or something like that, so probably has some pretty decent paste on it.
All right, guys, so we finished running our test before adding the $1 thermal paste from Temu. We have a max of 53 degrees Celsius right there. The average was like 43 something, but we let this sit a little too long. So we're not gonna worry about the average. We're just gonna base it on the max here. And now it's time to apply the $1 thermal paste. Let's do it. There we go. We're making upgrades here, ladies and gentlemen.
I never thought we'd make it to this point. All right, we got our piece of cardboard. Because somehow, even though we do this for a living, Jonah could not find a single applicator.
It's kind of viscous.
It is. It's fairly runny, which I actually like in a good thermal paste. I like when it's a little bit runny. So normally we don't spread thermal paste around. We just kind of get.
So what would you
enough.
guess? Maybe like 5 or 6 applications out of that? Or do you? I mean, we barely
Honestly,
made it
I think
in.
more.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think at least 5 or 6.
PCBros.tech. Temu thermal paste. Just kidding, guys. We use the good stuff.
All right, new thermal paste.
Oh wait. Okay. We'll let it vibe. We'll let it vibe for a bit. Run 5 minutes and see what we end up with. We have a max result of 53 degrees. 53.63 degrees Celsius, which technically was less than the other thermal paste. But honestly, when we're into like the 0.63 of a degree, it's within margin of error. It doesn't really mean anything. So realistically, it works fine. Long term though, that's our concern.
It could wear out a little bit quicker than something like some Noctua or some Arctic thermal paste, but hey, off the rip, it's looking pretty good. So maybe we'll have to try it long term someday.
So yeah, those were all the Temu products we purchased. The bag is now officially empty. Let's wrap this video up real quick, but first we have to give our out of 10 Temu rating for the thermal paste. What would you give it? For $1?
For $1? I mean, I have to give it like a 9.
9. Jonah?
I'll give it an 8 because it doesn't come with anything else.
My man has become Temu.
All right, guys, normally I'd say we just got done benchmarking, but we just got done plugging in a lot of stuff to a few different PCs, and some of the stuff I thought was gonna cause the PC to die.
And yeah, I think our favorite was this Kodak SSD, which is a Gen 4 SSD, which the X350 series, by the way, if it's still around $52, is actually a pretty good deal based on our limited testing. But again, you still can't build a full gaming PC on Temu. Hopefully they release CPUs and other stuff to make that possible, but we're gonna keep experimenting with all the different stuff that you can use to upgrade your gaming PC. And if you guys enjoy this kind of video, let us know in the comment section down below. And yeah, shop around on Temu at your own risk. It's always scary shopping on Temu. You don't know what you're gonna get, but most of the times you'll get some interesting stuff like $1 thermal paste and awesome SSDs.
So we hope you guys enjoyed today's little experimental video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Some of these parts could be for sale at PC, probably just the SSD, honestly. It would be for sale at PCBros.tech inside of an awesome gaming PC.
I promise you that this computer will be for sale when we find the side panel, and most likely not this GPU, but maybe the support bracket and all the other stuff at PCBros.tech with a 1-year warranty, because we're just crazy like that. You can go ToastyBros2 and check out this at 2% of your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye. Cardboard and blue tape. See, the funny thing is, Mikhail's going to cut all of this, and he's missing pure gold. This is one of those where you need to sit down.
No,
with him.
Jonah's going to edit this one.
You need to sit down with him.
I'm not editing this video. This is all McAllister.
What do you mean? This is great.
I don't know where this video is gone. I don't even know where I am anymore.
I don't know where it's gone, where it's going.
That's how the best videos are
I
made.
don't even know who I am anymore. I'm getting too much money.